we're going to start our interview in 30 seconds when the weather's over. We're waiting on the radio. Hey, Shark fans, good Wednesday morning to you. It's Melinda again coming to you live. We are doing our live briefings every 10. Today we have with us Tim Smith, General Manager of Tippah Electric and Tippah Connect, and we have Tom Lampkin following him of the Tippah County Good Samaritan Center. So I want to just say again that we are going live on Facebook. We are going live on our YouTube channel, and we're going live on the radio because we want to get this out to as many people as we can, and make it where you can go back and watch these videos. If you didn't catch the Tim Smith video today, then you can go back and find it on our website. And again, that is shark1023.com. I have a little technical problem. Let me fix it real fast. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, and I want to reiterate that the TIPA emergency management people ask us to help them out because I'm sure Tim can attest that your phones ring off the hook and it's like a surgeon in surgery, and they do not have time to answer all the questions that we have because they're out there working, and so they ask us to come on and help with getting the information out. So that's why we're doing this for Tippah County, and we are aware that Shark covers all of Northeast Mississippi, and we want to help you too. So if you have information that you want put out on the radio, we will do that for you. It's 66223, and you can go to our shark1023.com website and you can put your information there in the form of an email, whatever makes it work for you. Okay, now that's enough from me for right now. Let's talk to Tim now. Tim is a hero. He is a humble hero, and they have been working night and day. This has been a long ordeal. He can tell you probably exactly how many minutes that he has been working since this started last Saturday, and we're real glad to have him here to catch us up. So thank you, Tim.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I could probably tell you as far as the hours of work and minutes working, I probably could just probably tell you how many hours and minutes I've slept, and then it would be easier to do that than tell you how much I've worked. So, but anyway, yeah, I wanted to go across a few different questions that we're getting now, and kind of wanted to go over some of those. We have an outage map that shows the outage that we have ongoing, and we've gotten some questions from some folks that are saying that, hey, I pull your outage map up and I zoom into where I'm at, and it doesn't have any dot where I'm at. It looks like you have forgotten me. And what that is, we haven't forgotten you, but what that is once you get 2 or 3 people down a road and they report their outage, well, it predicts it back to the next fuse, and it groups it all into a bigger fuse. But I continue to tell people, if you're the least bit concerned that hey, Tippah Electric's going to forget me, they've already forgotten me. If once a day, call in and say, hey, my name's Tim Smith, I'm still out of power. And do that until you get power. You are not bothering us by doing that. And if that gives you some self-assurance, because when you key it in and they go to report you, it kind of shows them that if it's yes, we have that reported already. But it is kind of confusing when you look at the outage map. But I did want to go over that part of it. The other thing that I will apologize right off the bat is not doing as many updates as I possibly can. I'm out in the field with the guys. I'm looking at lines, scouting lines. Sometimes it's hard for me to break free, and sometimes people just have to grab me and say, hey, we got to do an update. So the updates will come more now that we're not over the top of the mountain yet, but we're doing a hard, steady climb. And so just a reminder, we have crews. We've actually added some more crews today. So now we have crews from Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Alabama. So we have it's right at 200 personnel in. So, and these guys are working, and it is tough work, just like yesterday where it rained all day.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, that was, and we had some other things that happened yesterday. Probably saw on our Facebook page that caused
That
us
did undid some of your work.
undid some work, and we had to pull crews back, and that takes valuable resources. But you have to do it because you have to get that power, because it, that restored, it was vital. So, the biggest question that we got, and I had somebody flag me down on the road this morning and asked me, said, "Can you please tell me when they're going to be in my area?" And I can't reiterate how difficult that is for us. This particular gentleman, I was able to tell him, well, it's not going to be today or tomorrow, and really and truly, Melinda, the updates that we do, we really just want to know when our power is going to be back on.
Right.
That's the big thing.
That's right.
And so, that's hard for us still to tell you. Probably another 3 to 4 days, we can start maybe say, hey, they're on this in this area. But another thing that we don't do, and it's by design, is we can't tell you where a particular crew or the road they're on, and that's a safety, because people would want to track them down and pull them and say, hey, come over here when you get done there, and these guys have big hearts, and we just can't do that. So that's another reason we can't do that. So another question that we're getting is, I'm the only one, because we're starting to bring more and more power on, every day more and more, and people are beginning to see their neighbors have power, but they're out, and you're going to have this, and it could be all kinds of different reasons, but the one where you really need to be calling us, if you see your neighbors come on, if you're the only house on the street that's out, and for a fact you're the only one that's out, the first thing I ask you to do is go around and look at your meter base and make sure that your meter base is not torn off the wall. Because if it is, then when the guys came through, they cut you loose. Because if we don't, that would, we have to do that to restore to everybody else. If you find that that's been done, you need to call the office and get on a list to be cut loose. That creates another thing that we have. Let me get to my notes here, because I wrote all this down. So I've had several people say, well, hey, I called you to be cut loose, and they still hadn't cut me loose. Or they came and cut me loose 3 days, and I've called you back and say I'm ready to go back. We do have 1 or 2 designated personnel that's doing that. We estimate that we have about 2,000 of those across our system, all the way from Middleton, all the way. So it may take us some time to get to you, and at the end, we'll really speed that up, but just bear with us. We saw, I'm seeing a lot. I try not to pay attention to Facebook. I have a Facebook account, but I just hadn't had the time to look at it.
Right.
But people are sending me stuff, and we saw something yesterday that I want to reiterate. I saw a post from somewhere that said that our office told them that if they cut their own service, or an electrician does, we're going to prosecute them. I want to make sure we're not prosecuting anybody. We don't want you to do it. Nobody's going to call the police on you. That's not going to happen. So, but there is a lot of false information that I'm seeing on Facebook. They have forgot the county, or they forgot this road. Trust me, we hadn't. We know where it's still out. We can identify that. So, one thing that I did want to go over this morning that we haven't gone over is, so you're going to notice in your yards, and a lot of yards, that there's broken poles, transformers still laying in your yard where we replaced a pole, but we left the old stuff damaged in the yard. Please leave that alone for now. We have to go back and document all that.
Okay, wait, let's be real clear about that. So can people clean limbs up and things in there? Okay.
Absolutely, they can clean limbs, the whole thing, but where like, there's been a broke pole, and we've had to change your broke pole, and most of the time, or it's got some transformers, they'll pull it up and set it right down by the ground, and they'll set the new one there, and they'll leave that trash there.
Why is that?
Well, we have to go back and document it later on. If we submit any kind of claims, we'll have to prove that pole was, and the reason why it was set was because of storm damage, not because we decided just to go in there and rebuild a line. And you have to do that.
You have to report to FEMA just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. No, but they don't trust me. When we get done, they're not just going to turn around and we're going to say, "Hey,
here's a check."
This is how much we spent. Write me a check. It doesn't work like that, and it shouldn't.
So leave the poles alone. If somebody's come, if you guys have come and corrected a pole, then leave it alone, and that they're coming back to take pictures of it.
Now, if we get 3 months out from this, 4 months out of this, and somebody's got a pole in their yard, they need to call in. But give us a month after we get past this to clean it up. Because what we'll do is we'll bring a crew by. We'll document it, and they will pick the poles up, and we'll bring them to a play and get it. But like I said, if we get 3 to 4 months from this and it's still there, yes, hey, you left this pole in my yard, and you coming back to get it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's so much of it, we might, we think we're going to get everyone, but for some reason we might miss one.
That's right. It's huge.
Right. So the other thing I just wanted to comment, I know we hadn't got much time, but
I know. I'm sorry. I keep looking away because I have to monitor my radio.
So
you got time.
2 things real quick. So the outside crews that are in here working from these other states have all commented, and this makes me feel good, is they said they've never been in a community like this, ever. He said most of the time when they go in, the folks are mean to them, and they said that the folks in this community all over, and this crew's all over the county, they said they come up and say, hey, do you guys need anything?
Aww.
Is there, anything? Hey, I'm going to bring you guys some snacks. Do you need a cup of coffee? Can I get you a Coke? And they just say they've never worked in a community quite like, and these guys have been all up the East Coast. They've worked hurricanes. So that makes me feel good about Tippah County and in the places in Middleton that we serve. So that makes me feel real good.
That's awesome. That's great.
One last thing I wanted to kind of to piggyback on is a Tippah Connect update. So it is very possible when your power comes on, and I've had some people that said even when they had their generator hooked up that their internet was working, and that's possible. But if your power comes back on and your boxes have red light, your internet boxes have red lights on, go ahead and unplug it, plug it back in to see if it resets. If it doesn't and you don't have internet then please call our Tippah Connect office and we can run down, because there was a lot of fiber cut and tore down, there was a lot of drops tore down. But at the point before your power comes on, there's really no point in calling us because it could come back on when your power comes on. So if they would do that at Tippah Connect, that'll just wait till your power comes back on. If your internet did not come, if you're a Tippah Connect customer and your internet didn't come back on, then call our Tippah Connect office and we'll get that reported. I think this morning they said they had 580 drops broke. We anticipate that being around 12 to 1,400 before it's all over.
Okay, and everything you're saying is Tippah specific, but it's most of everything you've said is true all over the place. So people listening from all over can pretty much take what you're saying and apply it to their county.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. A lot of those good tips, like don't touch the pole, leave it there. And
that's right.
Okay.
Right.
That's awesome. Tim, come back as soon as you want to, as soon as you have a minute, and give us another update. We'll take you anytime.
Okay. Thanks, Melinda.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank you very
it.
much.
Yes,
Thank you so much. This has been Tim Smith, the General Manager of Tippah Electric and Tippah Connect. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Get back after it.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, guys. Next, we have Tom Lampkin, who is the director. Well, he's not the director. He is on the board of the Tippah County Good Samaritan Center in Ripley, at the Ripley location. He is getting himself set up here. Give us just a sec. Yep, there you go. Keep that right there.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you, Tom?
I do pretty good for the conditions we're in.
That's right. Now, Tom, you're going to see me looking back and forth at my stuff on the radio, so don't pay any attention to me. I just have to keep monitoring that. Okay, now, like I said before, we are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. If any of you guys are listening to this and you want somebody to hear it, you can either send them the Facebook actual link, or you can go to shark1023.com and you can find all of these are going to be on our website down at the bottom of the storm page, and you can go back and say, what was it that Tim said, what was it that Tom said, and you can find the video, the interview that we did with them, and they're all going to be posted there for at least another month, and so you can refer back to those. All right, Tom, tell us about the Good Samaritan Center.
All right, we're back in operation as of this past Monday. Diane Holman, our director, did a jam-up job of getting everything set up. They've set up LED lighting, some portable LED lighting with a little generator. Then they got some of these big patio heaters, and we worked in a different way this past Monday, but we served 71 families this past Monday. The Walnut location is not open at this time. They go by the schedule of the school. Whenever the schools are open for something like this or closed, they follow suit. So everybody knows up there what's going on with that.
Now 71, that's not as many as you usually do.
Right. We usually do over 100 a week. We in Ripley, and usually somewhere around 120. But it was a pretty good turnout, and I talked to several of the people, and I think all but one or two already had their power back on.
Oh,
they
that's
were doing good.
wonderful.
So that's a good report for them. But we've got a lot of our people that don't, and we've had some. We've had some reports of some people that were stuck, and I know we had one of our volunteers that went and picked the man up, he either picked the man up or took him some fuel or whatever. But it's been bad on some of our people there.
That's right, because if you're coming to the Good Samaritan Center, you already are on the margins, and you're on kind of thin ice,
Right.
and
Yeah,
with a
to
little
say the
more,
least.
to say the least. And so with this extra ice, it makes it just all the more hard to stay where you can pay your bills and stay warm and stay okay. So let's tell people. Well, tell people what the Good Samaritan Center does in case they don't know.
Okay, we're a supplemental. We supply supplemental food. Well, it's called supplemental, but actually we have a lot of people that depend on us almost 100%. We've been in operation since 1997, and both locations, we have a Walnut location and a Ripley location, and both of them combined, we serve over an average of a little over 600 families a month, some 40,000 pounds of food.
Is that 600 combined, the north and the south?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we last year, well, in 24, I don't have the figures for 25, but in 24, we served about 278,000 meals and over 600,000 pounds of food for the year. So we're putting out have been putting out a lot of food. Now, I will say that this past year, with some of the USDA cuts and some of the other cuts that we've seen around, we are serving about, have been serving about half of what we were serving prior to
Being able to give out
a year ago,
half
yeah.
as much.
Right.
Okay.
For example, we serve families according to how many people in the family. We don't just give them everybody the same amount of food. Our family of one a year ago was getting somewhere around 60 pounds of food. I delivered a couple this week that were getting about 40. Now that's up a little bit because around Christmas it was around 30.
Yeah, you had told me 30 or 35, and that's just not much for the month.
No, it's not very much at all, and we're really having a hard time. Well, we're having a hard time getting frozen, getting meats and things like that. Those are the things that we're really hurting on right now. The other staples, the canned goods and the dry goods, we keep a good supply of those, but the frozen and the cold are just not available either through USDA or through Mid-South Food Bank, who is connected to USDA. They get theirs also from some of it from USDA and from private people too. But they were cut some $2 million, and that has hurt us being able to get some of the food from them also.
Well, let's talk about 2 ways to donate and help out at the Good Samaritan Center. Let's talk about going up there to physically volunteer. What should people do?
Just come. Right now, you just come in the back door. We'll find you a little something to do, and there's always something to do there, especially in the afternoons. We have a good core of people that come, that have been coming for years, a dedicated bunch. You just can't beat them. And our director, like I said, I want to just really throw that out there. Diane Holman has done through these emergencies. The first time I'll just say this, the first time she came was 2 weeks before COVID hit. And
Wow.
then now she's here with during this, and she just tears it up when these emergency situations come along like
That's
this.
great. Okay, so give everybody a place, a physical location where they go to volunteer.
We here in Ripley, we are located at 113 Bales Road, just right across from Ripley Elementary School. And in Walnut, we're located right downtown next to hardware store.
Okay, and give people a place where they can send a financial donation.
All right, if you'd like to send a financial donation, which we need because we are, like I said, we are the frozen. We are starting to have to buy that, not we have to buy that just right out instead of getting it donated or getting a real good prices on it. But you can send a donation to P.O. Box 76, Ripley, Mississippi 38663. We also Venmo. We take Venmo, PayPal, and we have some that make monthly donations through the bank. Just however you wanted to do it.
And explain to people why giving money is better than giving food. Giving food is good. Giving money is great. So explain the difference.
Yeah, the difference is we can buy a whole lot more. Like I said, we need the frozen food and these other foods, but we are getting discounted on that, so we can buy the food cheaper than you can going to the grocery store. That is the big difference. A dollar that you give goes. $1 that you give goes 3 or 4 times more than what you be able to do just going to the store and buying a load of food and bring it to us or whatever. But that's the donations are most important. One other thing I'd like to say about a need that we have, we also assist with electricity with utility bills, and I guess this is a good follow-up from being here right after Mr. Smith. But we, if you'll go to the either utility, Tippah Electric or Ripley Gas and Water, there is a form that you can fill out, and you can donate 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever a month to be added to your bill. And they turn around and send us a check for that each month, and we give that out to people, to our clients that are in need. I will say that is it's a good ministry. We also it's not hard to give the money out. We have a lot of people coming in for assistance. We've had to budget and cut back a little bit on that and be more careful with it, but we have lots and lots of people that need assistance with that.
So you can just take your own electric bill, water bill, and tell them to take an extra $1 out of your account every month, and all that goes together to help other people.
Right.
That's an easy way to help.
Yeah. No, that is simple as pie.
Yeah, you won't miss that dollar.
$1, $2. That's not going to hurt anybody, I don't think.
Yeah, look, a $1 from everybody would just really get it done, wouldn't it?
Man, it would do. You don't know how much good that would do.
Yeah. So I challenge everybody listening to this to go to your electric bill and your water bill places and tell them to take $1, just $1, out of your check extra, and put that toward the Good Samaritan Center.
Yeah.
That would really change lives, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they just add it to the bill.
That's great. That is awesome. Okay, Tom, thank you so much for coming in and updating
Thank you
us.
so much for giving me this opportunity.
Give us your hours that you're open one more time.
In Ripley, we are open each Monday, 9:30 until 11:15, and in the afternoon 1 until 3. We are open. We get a lot of calls on Memorial Day and Labor Day and
all those Mondays.
Martin Luther King Day, but the only Mondays that we close is if Christmas falls on that Monday, if New Year's falls on that Monday, or the 4th of July, and we're not open if it's a 5th Monday in the month. We're not open on that 5th Monday.
Okay, so almost every Monday you can get up there and help out or get helped.
And in Walnut, we are open. They're opened on Tuesday, from 10 until 11:30, and on Thursday from 4 until 5:30. So you can get your food up there at those times.
Okay. Tom, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, my sidekick Elizabeth could not be here today, so you're stuck with just me doing the little bit of announcements that we have. And I'm just going to tell you that Chick-fil-A is here for the, I think, final day. They are back at Ripley Middle School again. Their hot meal's going to start here in just a little while at 11:45, so you might want to go get in line to get your chicken sandwich. Maybe the last time you get to do that. We also think that it's the last day for Tide Loads of Hope and the Matthew 25 Ministries to do your laundry today and offer you a hot shower today. They'll do 2 loads of laundry for you, and they'll text you when it gets done. They pack it up and do everything for you. So, and we believe that's the last day. Not positive. We'll find out for sure about that later on. Okay, there are lots of hot meals happening across the county, and you can find out about those at our website, shark1023.com, and you're going to find the calendar, the event calendar, and it has a list for you of all the meals. There was a large shipment of supplies that was divided up and sent out to the 10 fire stations across Tippah County yesterday, and several generators went to each one. Now, the supplies, you can go and say, I need batteries, I need toilet paper, and I need some paper towels, and they will hook you up with that as long as they have it. But the generators, you're going to have to fill out a form and show that you have a need, like you're elderly or sick, you have a reason that you need that generator. There is a form at your fire department, but there's also one at our website, shark1023.com. You can find that form, print it out. If you're having trouble with such as that, you can't get it printed out, you don't know how to manage all that, you can come up here, we'll print you one out, and we'll help you get started on that. There is a truckload of water that's been delivered to Blue Mountain Christian University, and a truckload of water was sent to Rest Haven, Diverse Care, and Tippah County Hospital yesterday. Garbage pickup should be just about normal now. They ask that you get it out early if you can. And as you begin to empty out your refrigerators and freezers of all that nasty food that has melted, you're going to want to get rid of that before the next week's garbage run, more than likely. They are putting out, I believe they're all done. I've called and tried to confirm that all the dumpsters are out now. There is a list of locations on our website, and you can find the one nearest you. Please go to the fire department and the dumpster site that is closest to your home so that it doesn't all get crammed into one central location. Make sure you're going to the one closest to you. But all those dumpsters should be out. Please, they ask, don't throw the couch away that you've been meaning to get rid of, or a rug or anything big like that. Just throw away household garbage like the ruined food in your freezer at one of those dumpster sites. Okay, if your Tippah electric power was restored and has gone out again, please call 662-837-8139. Y'all heard Tim say earlier that if you want to call every day, you can do that. That's fine. That helps them to know. We also found out that the SNAP benefits replacement deadline has been extended. So if you want to get your SNAP benefits replaced, then you can. Hold on, I've got a message. Mark at the, you can go get barbecue, or you can go help volunteer. They're looking for people to help hand that out. That was from Elizabeth, Main Street Director Elizabeth. Okay, we are getting information loaded up every day to our website. They have a list of hot meals, cleanup crews, recovery resources. If you don't know who can come clean up the trees in your yard, you can go to our website and it will tell you. There's a list there. There's a PDF. Again, if you are having trouble, don't know how to download that, don't know how to print it out, can't print it out, come up here. We'll run a copy for you and get you a list, and then you can call whoever to come help you get your house back in order. Okay. We're going to be back on this afternoon at 4 o'clock for another update, and our guest this afternoon is going to be County Attorney Sean Akins. He's going to talk about how it works declaring a natural disaster. It's kind of a complicated thing that has to to happen, and he's going to talk about all the ins and outs of that. So come back at 4 o'clock and listen to us. Hey, I still know people that don't know we're doing this, so if you don't mind, tell somebody that we are doing this every day at 10 and 4. Show them where the Facebook Lives are. Show them where our our website is. Show them how to find us on the radio dial. Help your neighbor find us, because we got a whole lot of good information, a lot of good people coming in to talk to us. Our phone number is 662-837-1023. You can call us and give us information that you want added to this list of stuff that we are telling every day at 10 and 4. And our website is shark1023.com. You guys keep it tuned to the Shark 1023 and have a great, maybe warmed up, maybe powered up day.